Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Sebastian from Virtue Ally, Head of Marketing and Sales with them. How are you doing today, Sebastian?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for inviting me, Ernesto.
It's great to have you on. Excited to learn a little bit more about what Virtue Ally is all about. Let's kick it off with that. In your own words, can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, Virtual Ally is a virtual assistant company based in Texas, based with virtual assistants in El Salvador. So we are fully bilingual, college-educated virtual assistants with a lot of experience in customer service and virtual assistants. As you may know, being a Latino yourself, very a lot of companies in the US and Canada outsource customer service processes and virtual assistant processes to Latin American countries because we are very good at our jobs. We are cheap, well, just to be honest, and we are hard workers and in a convenient time zone. So that's why many of our virtual assistants have a lot of experience in that regard, and we are happy to be working with them in this company. Now, each virtual assistant brings a unique set of skills, ranging from graphic design to AV editing, expert level of proficiency in clerical work, and even more, right? So the beauty about virtual assistants is that they can work with many different companies, and has proven to be our winning formula is our Salvadoran work ethic. And Salvadoran people are very hard workers and very friendly people. So combining these soft skills with the experience that combining the unique skills that they have with the soft skills that we are born with, we have proven that has proven to be our winning formula for
Definitely,
our
that's
success.
great. And so that way our listeners can get a good understanding. I mean, the workforce, the ethics, that's I think that's great that you guys are bringing to it. But is there what would you say then is the key problem that you guys like to solve for your clients?
Well, many of our clients, just so you know, we work with small business owners and entrepreneurs. So many of our clients, they are build still on the process of building their business, right? They are still trying to figure out how to make their business successful. So they are struggling a lot with their boundaries, let's say. So they have a lot of they had problems setting boundaries. So they are on the risk, they're risking burning out. So that's where we come in. We are a team that supports mental health. So we try to provide a solution to our clients where they can finally trust a, a team of people that are capable of handling the tasks that they fear are not capable of someone else handling. So we want them to delegate, right? We want them to finally have the trust to delegate tasks that they fear not being able to delegate. So that's the issue that we handle, that we work on with our clients. It's not something that is solved easily. It takes time. You need to build trust with your clients. You need to build trust with your virtual assistants, of course. So it's a process, and the beauty of Virtual Ally is that we are right there with them every step of the way, but next to the virtual assistant as well to next to the client.
Awesome to hear that. And so then, I mean, you talked about entrepreneurs, about small businesses, but is there a vertical segment? Is there an ideal ICP for you guys, or is it in that niche that you guys like to focus on?
To be honest, yeah, we don't have a specific niche that we focus on. We are adaptable to any industry that is comfortable working with virtual assistants. So just to give you an idea, we work with doctors and physicians. We work with digital marketing agencies, property managers, nonprofits. So and we have over 20 clients right now. So as you know, as you can see, there's a lot of variance there. As long as they are comfortable working with a virtual assistant, which not a lot of people is. The good thing is it's 2024, so more and more people is getting more comfortable working with virtual assistants. Um, Still, there are a lot of people that show resistance at the beginning. It's not that easy to transition from on-site help to virtual help. So as long as you feel comfortable with that, we are happy to work with you. And there's so much that we can do remotely. After the COVID, after the pandemic, we many companies noticed that a lot of the work can be done from home, right?
I would totally agree with you. And and so that way our listeners who are tuning in could go ahead and visit you guys. You could always check them out at virtueally.co. What role does the website play for some client acquisition?
Website it's plays a huge role. I mean, it's the first thing. It's the first thing our clients check to see if we are a legit company. Especially, I mean, if we are a company that they haven't heard about before. I mean, I know there's a saying that says, don't judge a book by its cover, but I mean, having a good website is so important when just giving that sense of of legitimacy, of comfort, of trust, right? So we try to focus on that, and once they get to know us, the website can be uh, less important because when they speak to us face to face or camera to camera, it becomes a lot friendlier, and the websites, the role of the website is not that important, but that first impression is so important, and the website allows us to be to provide that legitimacy that just can't do without meeting them face to face.
Definitely. All right. Awesome. Awesome. And is there any tools or tips or methods that you would recommend to our listeners as far as some website lead generation setups?
Yeah, I mean, regarding the website, you mean?
Correct. Yep.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, for me, it's just keeping it simple. I mean, I've visited so many websites, and sometimes I don't know what they're even selling, right? It's so confusing. And so for us, I mean, for me, is to just keep it simple. Of course, you can make it very visually beautiful, and if you can do that, then great for you. But if you keep it clear and honest, if you keep the message clear and honest, I think that goes a long way. I mean, we tend to overcomplicate things just to come off as sophisticated or different, but in the end, we all just want to feel understood, and that the same thing goes applies to the customers as well as to the client, to the companies, right? So if you can relate to someone else, it will be a lot easier to connect with them and give them a chance. So the same thing applies to websites. So keep it simple, don't
Yeah.
overcomplicate things.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. And so how would somebody usually find out about Virtue Ally, Sebas? Is there a top client acquisition channel for you guys?
Well, we use social media and email marketing. Our process is mostly organic, to be honest. So we as well, I haven't mentioned that before, but we are a small business. We started a few years ago, so our budget is limited. So we tend to focus on organic marketing, which is just working hard on the content that we put out. So yeah, they can find us on Instagram and LinkedIn main typically, but we work also on email marketing. We use HubSpot, and we've used other software companies and other softwares. We have invested a lot, but those lead generations are not that great for us, or haven't been as that great for us. To be honest, our top lead generations are always alliances and referrals. I mean, clients, there's nothing beats genuine recommendations from acquaintances, colleagues, or friends. So um, we always try to focus on those. So when a lead comes from one of our, as a referral from one of our clients, friends, or colleagues, we invest heavily on making that and making sure that happens because from that lead, if we convert that lead into a client, we'll make sure that it will continue to grow. The network will continue to grow. And because I mean, the company authenticity is a cornerstone for us. I mean, we believe in authenticity and not only in the services that we provide, but also in forming genuine connections. So if we get an authentic recommendation from a client, we want to make sure that it works out, right?
Definitely. Yep, I would agree with you. Well, let's switch gears a little bit, Sebastian, and let's talk about you as a leader. You being the head of marketing and sales there for Virtue Ally. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
Okay, yeah, awesome. Glad to answer that. So yeah, as you mentioned, I focus on marketing and sales, serving as the primary point of contact for Virtual Ally. I mean, my day-to-day work spans for the entire sales process, as well as leading the company's marketing efforts. So there's a lot to do. Even though we are a small company, we still have a lot to do. I work on strategies to engage potential clients and get their attention. That is in the marketing side, of course. I'm talking about social media marketing and Google ads, sometimes other types of ads, and also the email marketing side. We try to stay connected with our subscribers. So we try to subscribers. We try to stay in touch with them. So we do send email marketing campaigns often, and we work on that. I work on that with my graphic designer. I mean, part of my day to day involves managing emails, following up with potential clients, engaging in phone calls and video calls, lots of copywriting, coordinating with our graphic designer, as I mentioned, because our marketing department is based on me and our graphic designer, and many brainstorming sessions. Because as I mentioned before, we are still growing, we are still learning. So brainstorming is very important. So having those sessions is a big part of our growth. And I mean, every day presents its own chaos, and I like that very much. So my day-to-day work is a challenge that I find great joy in it because it pushes me to grow.
Definitely. It sounds like you have a full plate on your hands there, Sebastian. So kudos to you for managing, be able to balance that out. Very awesome from you. And well, let's jump into our next section here, Sebastian, which is our rapid fire question rounds. You ready for them?
Yes, go ahead.
Awesome. First off, what is one single thing that your company is focused on at the moment the most?
As of 2024, we're focusing on a new project. We're trying to collaborate with software companies where I'm gonna paint you a picture. So they have this software, and the company, their clients are new to the company and to the software. So they're getting to know that software. They're implementing it to their operations, and some of them are entrepreneurs and small business owners, so they don't really have the time to start implementing that new software into their operations. So they get overwhelmed, and those first few months usually are make or break for them, and that's when they decide if they want to continue or not with the subscription. So we are collaborating with software companies and letting them know that our virtual assistants can become experts in their software, so they can provide tailored and specific assistance to those clients, so they can stay using that software for them, right? This will minimize churn. This will optimize the use of the software, and there's a lot more benefits. So we're looking for to collaborate with a lot of software companies. We're working on that. So if you know if any of our listeners know any software companies, big or small, we would love to work with any of them, and we're really excited about this project because we implemented that in last year, but with just one software. It was a medical EMR, so and it was a very huge success for us. So we want to explore other possibilities in 2024. So thank you for the question.
No, no, great. Great answer there. Next up, Sebastian, is if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Wow, that's a loaded question. In that case, I mean, as a marketer, we're talking about technology, right? Not budget or anything. This is fully related to technology. So, I mean, I was thinking about a tool that ensures high conversion rates in email marketing, but well, considering the budget constraints and that we as a small business have. So having a software or a tool that before sending an email can offer an accurate projection of the success rate of the campaign, like analyzing the key elements like the subject line efficiency, the image to text ratio, the tone and the tone of the message, and the clarity of the message, all of that, and analyzing that before me even sending that email and letting me know, hey, this email is going to have like a 20% open rate, and and give me the ideas of where I could improve, and like emphasize on the and identify the areas for improvement. That would be amazing. I think that would be something that would revolutionize the email marketing game. So yeah, this, and the beauty of it is that this concept can extend beyond email marketing. I mean, you can apply that to the website, right? You just see what website can convert traffic into meaningful conversions, social media campaigns, all that. A tool that can tell you how people will react to your campaigns, and in a, I mean, it's impossible to be 100% accurate, but at least with a 75% accuracy, I think that will be a game changer.
Definitely. All right. Awesome to hear that. And well, lastly, Sebastian, it sounds like you already have a lot of experience in the marketing world, but what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
It's a good question. I mean, I was thinking about it, and I think the best piece of advice that I could give myself would be to trust. I mean, if I were speaking for myself, I would be trust yourself. I mean, in the beginning, self-doubt, I had a lot of self-doubt because when I started, I had no practical knowledge in marketing and sales. I only had theoretical knowledge, but no practical knowledge. So I started out very shy, not really trusting my capabilities. But and sometimes that happens to me to this day, right? So after even years of experience, years of managing and doing well, I still have those moments of doubt. I try to remind myself where I came from and what I have achieved so far, and I mean, I start to think about that everybody has to start from somewhere. I mean, nobody is born an expert. So you just have to trust yourself. And unfortunately, we are our own worst enemies sometimes, coming with unrealistic expectations from the start. But we just need to be patient and trust ourselves. And I mean, it's very hard to think, oh, I need to be great all the time. It's not realistic. But for me, greatness is achieved every day that you show up and do your best. Not every day is going to be the most successful day, but there are going to be lessons, and the important thing is to learn those lessons. Work hard, learn your lessons, trust yourself, and keep going. And eventually, I mean, you will get the outcome.
Definitely some great advice there from Sebastian. Hey, well, Sebastian, we're coming to the end of the show here, but before we do end, I do want to give you the last word. if someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about Virtue Ally?
Well, that we are very hardworking people that are looking to grow and make real, authentic connections, whether that is with clients or partners or even our employees. We're just looking to make true, honest connections.
Definitely. Well, hey, Sebastian, thank you so much for being on, for having Virtual Ally with us today. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in. Check them out at virtually.co. And we'll looking forward to our next episode at PathMonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Sebastian.
Thank you, Ernesto. Have a great day.